Greetings, my fellow travelers. We're currently aboard Maguchi's Folly. Would be this person here. There is no room for anything else. Oh, what the? Right. I think I'm gonna have problems with the rear deck. This is inspired by Scottish Rod's blue Corvette. Unfortunately, at one point I started diverging from his plan. Very obvious I don't have the very long stabilizer across the rear deck with two engines at the very tip. But underneath the engine cowling, there's sorry, reactor. Come on, just one here, and underneath the floor as well, which makes the entrance very crowded to get in. Initially, I had another piece, one of those filler pieces, and it made the ceiling solo at the entrance itself that I couldn't get in. So it was a nightmare to remove because every time I moved the wrong part, it told me, sorry, things are not connected anymore, and I had to shut down the game and restart. But come on, I want to get out of the driver's seat. See what I mean? Yeah, these would be gunner's chairs for the guns, freeing up the pilot to, well, pilot. Okay. Yes, apparently you've been able to shoot these things from flight. Little did I know. And, you know, you would pick things up. Well, that appears to have worked. And furthermore, I believe that took care of the... Yep. So, somewhat different from the previous things I've done. No fans, no landing strut, just these guys. A lot more wedge shape. Still not clear what that's supposed to be. I up to there, I followed the model. Now, in his version, you got the standard landing gear here, and behind it, you've got this guy. It's actually, you know, underneath the ship. I wasn't crazy about that. I took a chance I could fit it in there. And this, the landing thrusters provided the reference point for it to be positioned. Now, his design included putting these guys. Whoops. Oh dear, I forgot to put the piece back on. Basically here, the two of them, and then there'd be the long stabilizer. So for the life of me right now, I can't even begin to remember where the hell I stuck them. Shield generator. Oh yeah, right here. And of course, having done that, and since they have a tendency of not being removable, and by the time I got to the part where you're supposed to put them here, I'd already saved multiple times, so there was no going back. Yeah, until today, I could pop them down, pick them up, and move them. Today, I don't know what the heck happened. I guess in fixing something, they broke something else. And, well, yeah, so some divergence from what Scottish Rod did. A lot of it is very similar. Small changes. That's a bigger foil instead of a smaller foil. All right, no lighting. This is not the same arrangement as topside. Like these would be like emergency thrusters or something. Okay, back to space station. Put that cover on. And yeah, I'm 10 minutes past. I'm more than 10 minutes past my bedtime. I'm an hour and 10 minutes past my bedtime. Seems to be the week for it. Oh yeah, the autopilot thing. Yep, it's pretty practical, and it will actually drop you out of pulse a very short distance away from the station, so you don't end up ramming into it or drifting past it or anything like that. And with those words, I leave you, my fellow travelers. Oh, I think we're here. So, see it firsthand. And I hope this is audible, because unfortunately the controller is not quite in my lap, but it's definitely some distance away. Yeah, I'm thinking that's the source of the problem. Oh well. Not quite 10 minutes, so if I hurry, slap on the missing part. Yeah, I can't remember where he put the rocket launcher, but it wasn't there. So phase beam cannons, photon cannons. The game keeps insisting on giving you the cyclotron. So, having gotten fed up with fighting the game, I decided that, well, let's get a bunch of mods and stack them together and off we go. There is no part that corresponds to it. Oh yeah, right. Not sure why it's white with a red circle here, but here it's basically black on black. Ours is not the reason why, my fellow travelers. Ours is just to enjoy the mysteries that is No Man's Sky. With those words of alleged wisdom, I wish you a fond farewell. Take care.
This is the end, beautiful